What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I hope everybody's having a great day. All right, guys, during the live feed, I gave you a little sneak peek of what GigaPan we're going to look at. Now, it's from Sol's 2700 to 2731. Let's have a look. This is it right here, and my good friend Neville Thompson had done this pan. Now, guys, we have done a certain area on this pan before, right? If you remember correctly, we did everything from back here in the background to what looked like some stuff hiding in there, to stuff that was over here, right? Where you got these funky looking rocks. This one right here on the left. This thing looks like a front of a sailboat kind of thing. See the shape of that? Has that rectangular piece going across. Different shapes of rocks that, really don't look natural, right? The area we're going to look at is over here. I'm going to back up a little bit. This area right here, to me, is of great interest. Now, let me go ahead and make this full screen. Let it center itself. Now, right off the bat, I looked at the back of this right here, and I'm saying to myself, is that some kind of stone wall ridge type thing? Or is it like a large platform? I don't know. When you look at it, it kind of looks like it's just like single rocks. But look at this right here, right in the middle. Okay? And it has a hole directly in the center of it. Okay? To me, that's not natural. And you have all of them working their way over. They almost look like individual blocks. See that? But what I find interesting is look carefully, there's a faded line right here, going like this here. It almost looks like a platform, some kind of, foundation, something of them sorts, right? So I thought that was a little odd right there alone, right? As I get down here, I'm looking at these other pieces, and I see something right in the middle of the screen saying, what is that? Is it nothing more than sand dunes? Good possibility. I'm going to get into this thing and find out what's really here. What caught my eye is we have like this, consistent lines like this one here to the left, 1, this one, 2, 3, 4, one's faded here, 5, 6. I'm saying, what does that? And it happens to be all in a row. And when I look at the front of this right here, there's almost like this faded line, but it almost looks straight. Like it does come out a little bit here, but it looks almost straight. So I'm saying, okay, but overall, what is this object? It's sitting right here. First thing I thought of, maybe some large ship or something like that. It's been blown to pieces and it's just laying there, right? Is it that or something else? Over here. Got this piece right here. You can see it almost looks like it's squared at the top. See right there across? But look at the way it goes back. I'm gonna show you first here, close up. Looks like almost like a tube type thing. It's pretty thick as far as the tube, but it goes like this and comes back down to this round surface, or it looks like a round surface. Let me back it up and check that out. And guys, if you have your magnifiers, you're going to need them. This is good because at several points I'm going to show you guys a certain area. I'm just going to pause and I want you guys to have a look and then of course hit pause yourself. All right, so another area of interest was this area right here. It looks like there's a bunch of mush in there, like they try to take something out. But we're going to get into that a little bit deeper because this right here in the middle of the screen has this weird shape of stone, if you will, and almost square. Now it doesn't look very noticeable right now, but it will. And it really pops. We got things right here that looks like been blurred out, like straight wall kind of thing right here. See this? Okay. Actually looks like there's something right here. Very faint square. You can just see the darkness. Something's sticking right out of here. Almost comes down like that, right? Now that's possible. That's just a manipulation in the photo. And I get that. I'm okay with that. Well, not the idea if it's all, been manipulated. But yeah, you get the idea. What I want you guys to really keep an eye on, we're going to look at this bottom here. All in here, and then over here. Once this is actually enhanced, it looks like structures. Like, here's a perfect example. Right here we can see it looks like almost like a rectangular piece, right? Over here you're going to see something that almost looks like this weird arch-shaped canvas kind of roofing. I'm not saying it is canvas, but it kind of has that weird look, and you'll see what I mean. Just really bizarre stuff. And it almost looks like there's a bunch of structures here, as well as down here. Let's get into Photoshop. I want to show you that. Now, before we do that, just so I can let you guys know this, when we back out, it looks like it's pretty far. So whatever these things are, let's back out way out. This goes back pretty far. Now, let's just say for argument's sake, the rover's sitting right here. And we can just walk over here, and let's say it's 20, 30 feet away. Okay. But what about keep going, down into this area. You keep walking. And then all the way down to here. So there's no telling exactly how big these things would be. So you guys are going to have to weigh in on this. Is it something large, like some kind of weird craft, meaning ship, like a sailing ship? Or is it multiple things? And are these structures way in the back here? And once it's all completely enhanced, you guys can give me your take, as always. Another thing I noticed on this piece, too, I don't know if you guys seen this. I just noticed this now. Several things, actually. We got this fainted line coming down like this, going across, coming up like this. Has this, looks like a slant right here. See it going like this, up and over. We got this other area over here. Look at this. Kind of looks like it does this, has this like nice straight line, slants down. Guys, there's so much hidden in these photos. Oh my God, it's just, look at this. Without any detail at all, they're trying to take it all out. Anyway, let's jump into Photoshop. So here's the photo. I'm going to just back out. I took this screenshot of that. So now what I try to do is let's get rid of the crappy color. As always, this is what we try to do. This is what we come up with. Okay. This looks a little bit more realistic to me, although not really, because there is a such thing as blue sand, but I think this is an actual manipulation, and this is the reason why you're seeing this weird color, and this is the way Photoshop's reading this. Okay. So again, that's just taking the color off, guys. That's all we're doing. Right here. That's it. Now, you can see these lines are a little bit more visible here. I guess there's like two parts to that, but whatever. There's something right here. I'm not sure what to make of that. Here. Very faint here. Something right here. Okay. One kind of doesn't look straight. It kind of is doing that. But if you look at the face of this, it kind of looks like it's doing this. Okay. But what I also notice is this part right here. And you can see this in the regular photo, guys, right here. We've got this weird looking piece right here. Now you can see it right here in this photo a little bit better, doing this. Okay. Different parts of this thing. You got something that's doing this. Looks like it's doing that. And you're going to see something pretty bizarre in here as well. And you can see something way down here. It's also doing this. Okay. Let's back up here a little bit. Now, let's have a look at this stuff here in the middle. Okay. Also, again, pause this anywhere you like. And look at this area right here. And again, pay attention to things that are hiding. Things that are not quite visible yet, but they will be. Like this piece right here. This is the way I see this. This looks like it's doing this. This is what I meant by that weird, looks like the archway kind of roofing kind of thing, where it's doing this. At least that's the way it appears. I'm not saying that's exactly what it is. Now, this other object over here, this is what I was talking about earlier. Right here. Check this thing out. You can just see just this corner of it come down. It goes back. And then we get this other piece doing this. And it has this nice dark round circle right there at the top. See that? You can see this line more pronounced here now. See this? In the back. Check out these weird looking things, like almost I can see like a half of something going like this. There's something going like this and going like that. All these objects, there's actually objects in the background here. Okay. Let's keep going. Now, as you can see, you get these blues coming out. That, to me, is just a level or a layer of manipulation, and when you try to burn it, it gets darker blue. It starts to appear. First of all, it was light blue to begin with, and by burning it, it makes it darker. But this, to me, is a level of manipulation, and you can see multiple colors a lot of times in a lot of these photos. Not so much this one, but in a lot of these. Now we're starting to see these other objects right in here. We can see this a little bit more pronounced right here. And you can see these things that look like they're doing this. And you can literally see the faint line doing this too. I can see that just like this here. Let's put it a little straighter. We'll just go like that. Almost looks like it's doing this. Another one doing this. It almost looks like it's doing that. But this piece here looks like it goes all the way across. And you can see what look like either structures or some kind of parts or something. I'm going to say they're structures because they're so far away from the actual rover, right? We also have this piece doing this and then down. And what looks like a whole bunch of pieces all inside this overhang right there. Okay. And again, we're starting to see these things starting to pop out a little bit more. Now, what I want you guys to do is pause it and have a look at this area right here. And then all this bottom piece right here. Okay. I'm going to zoom in just a hair bit. And have a look at each and every one of these little individual little things. Now keep in mind you're looking between manipulation, so it's not going to be very clear. And you notice the stuff that's even closer, which is this area right in this circled area right here. And if you notice the objects in this circled area right here on the bottom, you can see it's not as clear because it's closer and they're trying to hide anything that you may see. Obviously, the closer, it's going to be better details to it, and they don't want that, right? So have a look at that. This background, and again, this looks like some kind of foundation of something right here, as opposed to something that's nothing more than a flat wall, and clearly this is not that at all. Now, again, look at in the back here. It looks like hundreds of structures or something like, just because of the shapes of these things. Now, are they structures? I don't know. But look at the way they look in the background. I'm just going to back out just a little bit. And again, you guys can use your magnifiers anytime you want to. Pause it. Do that. Okay. I don't think this is a wall at all. I think these are actually structures right next to each other. But I could be wrong. From the way this thing looks, it almost looks like it's doing this, and you can see this now line going like this. But notice how we got all of these weird going like this, right? This is a manipulation. Okay? You can see that all in here. But look past the manipulation, this area right here. Look past it. Look past the blue. Look for the white. Look at the things that look like squares, things that are actually being hidden in this photo. Okay? Just going to back it a little bit. Have a look at that. Pause it. Okay. Now, this is the best I could get out of this photo through the way I enhanced it. Now, let's go back the other way and just do a simple enhancement without changing the colors. Let's see what we get. Okay. To me, this looks a little bit more pronounced, only because the way this looks here in the foreground, you can see that much better. Also, the objects back here, again, pause this, look at it with your magnifiers, then look at the background. I'm going to zoom into that a little bit. All of this stuff in the back, that's being hidden. To me, these look like structures. This may be something on the bottom. This has been circled right here. That could be something much larger from the way it looks. Or it's just kind of built into the hillside, and it's a multiple of things. But all in this top circled area, these things look like structures. And if they're not structures, then they're many intelligently made parts laying around, right? Okay, let's go a little bit more with it. There seems to be something right here on the ground, almost like a circled in area. But check these things out. Okay, this is the one I was telling you about before. Very light here. Looks like it has these weird shaped pieces coming out like this. I'm going to go ahead and take that back off. Check that out. And all of these pieces, like I said, this whole area to me is structures. At least that's the way it looks to me. You guys can give me your take on it. Okay. Let's go look at the back here. All right in here. Not sure what to make of that. And in the back, look at the background. This to me is the closest you can find. It looks like structures. Again, bring the lines out. Like I said, perfect example is this right here. Something right here. Almost looks like a 90-degree angle right there. But anyway, so if we completely get rid of any kind of lines or anything like that, I can still see that. I can see that pretty darn well right here. And you can see these little pieces right here. Looks like almost like some darker circle at the top. But this thing right here, going like this. Now, I don't know what to make of that. Almost like I said, it's like this canvas roof type things going up to, like it's like a walkway up to a door. But there they are. Now, let's put this in black and white and then darken it a hair bit and have a look. I'm going to back this up and pause this. I'm going to zoom into the back side of this a little bit. We're going to let you have a look at that. Let's zoom right in. And again, we got these pieces here. These here. Okay? It's all over the darn photo as far as I'm concerned. All inside here. And in the background. A lot of manipulation. And like a lot of you guys, I'm frustrated as well. Now, when I looked at this right here, look at this. Okay? Going down. It's coming out of here. You can see another line like this. Some kind of weird circle. Almost looks pretty decent where it looks clear. When I say clear, I mean compared to the rest of it right there. Okay? This is the bits and pieces you'll see of this stuff. You won't see it, all of it, clearly. And that's the problem. And I feel your frustration. I hear you guys. Look in the back here. In fact, I can go back to the other filter I had on this. These objects right here in the back. Have a look at those. I can see them pretty darn good right here. Well, it looks like we got 1, 2, 3. Goes across. Got like these different pieces here. But as you get into it, like I said, I'm just going to go full black and white. And there you go. It appears to be all kinds of stuff in this photo. And it doesn't look natural, guys. Even in the stock photo, check this out. Okay, what could that possibly be? Now, it should be a little straighter, but that's fine. You guys get the idea. What could that possibly be? Now, is it possible that's natural? Sure. I'm not saying Mother Nature could never do that, but it's a little bizarre with all the other things we're seeing in this photo, right? Again, pause it any way you want. Have a good look at this thing. And we're going to go over to this side as well. Again, look at the background. Look at all this stuff here. There you go, guys. Are we looking at some kind of weird giant structure here in the middle? Or is it multiple structures laying inside over here? I'm just going to make a tighter circle. Oval circle, if you will. Is it something multiple, or is it one large piece that's been broken apart? It's hard to tell. But whatever it is, there's too many lines that are straight to be natural in one area. And the same thing applies to up in this area right here, where I believe those look like structures or intelligently made objects, whatever they may be. Because again, there's no way to vet any of this, and it's pure speculation as to what these things may be. But when you look at every individual piece, the ones that are kind of clear, like the ones with detail, you have to ask yourself, okay, what are these parts? Because it clearly don't look natural. Of course, that's my opinion. You guys can drop your comment down below and drop your opinions and let me know what you think. Please like and share. Always appreciated. Guys, I got another one coming up for you, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for checking out the Hangout. We may actually do another one before Friday, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, guys, have yourself a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hi, this is Billy Carson, and welcome to ForbiddenKnowledge.tv. This is a new streaming network with shows for the entire family. New cooking shows, workshops and lectures from around the world, incredible nature documentaries, science shows that will take you on a journey through the universe and then to wormholes and back down to the smallest quantum states of atoms. Watch Knowledge for Ascension episodes by speakers you know and love. Learn more about your avatar body and how to maximize yourself in the third dimension. Explore your multidimensional self. Explore the nature of our reality. Could we be living in a fractal holographic matrix? And what does that mean for humanity? Delve deep into the mathematical codes that help to create our reality. Watch meditation and yoga videos designed to help you discover the true divine nature of your soul. Explore super ancient text, glyphs, and cuneiform tablets from around the world. Learn their hidden meanings. Tour megalithic structures and watch original, never-seen-before footage. Is there a ruling elite watching and ruling over humanity? Watch shows designed to elevate human consciousness. Tour the world with Billy Carson and discover amazing wonders. Do we have a secret space program? And if we do, who is behind it all? At ForbiddenKnowledge.tv, you get 3 days totally free. ForbiddenKnowledge.tv is enlightenment through entertainment.